Hey everybody, what's up? We're all laughing and having a good time. My name is Mike Falzone. We're in my parents' basement, and that can only mean one thing. We're about to play Superfight. It's the Nerd Court episode, so I'm gonna go around the table and let these guys from Nerd Court introduce themselves.
My name's Brandon.
Zach.
We're the Donut Brothers. We do sketch comedy and improv.
That brings us gently to this side of the table.
My name is Malcolm, Judge Malcolm.
Brilliantly.
Yeah, and Judge of Nerd Court, and I judge all nerdy things.
What about you, Tessa?
Well, my name is Tessa Netting, aka Tessa Rocks on YouTube, and on Nerd Court, I play the bailiff.
All right, we're gonna go you guys versus Tessa first.
Pick three.
You take three character cards, three attribute cards. From there, you craft your fighter. Guys, to make you feel more at home in my parents' home, I've also added the orange deck, which is the nerdy deck. Since you're the four nerdiest people that I know, you should be right at home.
Cool.
Got it.
Go ahead, Tessa.
Okay, so I have George W. Bush, W.
Damn, power.
Yes, and the bottom half is...
And now pick another character card.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh boy. Okay, so George W. Bush, bottom half, Leroy Jenkins. What do you got to
Here's
combat
what we
that?
have.
The player to our left would be you.
Oh
Tessa.
boy. Okay, interesting turn.
Carrying a baby.
Oh, okay. What? So just, hold on, let me.
I would like to state that I'm not carrying a baby right now, Mom.
Well,
no,
technically,
this isn't happening.
Technically, we're on a card game show, so technically you are.
It actually only says a baby, not your
really-
baby.
Oh,
Yeah, it could be just a baby.
All right, let's get it on. Tessa, what do you got to say?
Okay, so since I am fighting myself here with a baby, I would obviously go for the baby first, because if I was a mother, I would be, you know, taking care of my baby.
Well, we're going to use the Tessa that's from Nerd Court, which is well armed.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it's that Tessa, and the baby. I mean, you know, it's innocent. You know, I don't know if George W. Bush could go through with killing an innocent. I know Leroy Jenkins
I mean, it's
goes
George W.
all in.
Bush.
I know that for sure.
Is it a human
I
baby?
mean, yeah.
Is it a human baby?
Well, we wanted to use like it.
Is it Yoshi? Is it, what is it?
No, it's a human baby.
It's a human
I
baby.
would have a human baby.
I don't know.
Wait, didn't you say that your Patronus was a sloth?
It was.
It's a baby sloth.
Oh, you
What's
can't
a slow
say
baby?
that.
That's the
Sorry.
slowest possible baby.
That's the slowest possible baby.
Without question.
Other than George W. Bush's baby.
I would definitely be carrying
Right
a
on
baby
time.
sloth. I love baby sloths, so if I had that, makes sense.
All right, guys, I think it's time to add an additional attribute to the fight.
let's
do that.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna boil down to.
Yeah, all right.
Let's do
Go
it.
ahead, what you get, Tessa?
Is just cosplaying.
I want to know what type of person
Would cosplay
says,
George
all right, guys,
George Bush.
I know I won as Megatron last year, but this year, I'm
This
going to
year,
win the
top
contest.
half George Bush, bottom half Leroy
Dude, he's in
Jenkins.
his basement, he's talking to his
That
friends
sounds like
like
Comic-Con, though. That sounds like Comic-Con.
So a
believe
group
it.
of friends sitting down in his basement, you guys, top half, W. Bottom half, L. Jenkins. What do you have?
Has a towel?
All right, let's vote now.
What's even happening? Are you just...
How is this in the nerd deck?
Because of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, right. No, that's, thank you.
Yeah.
We knew
Nerdy,
it.
nerdy, nerdy, nerdy.
Nerd cred stamps, baby.
So,
Let's just recap. What does this towel do in Hitchhiker's?
The towel is useful for absolutely anything. It is the most universally helpful tool to have as a towel.
So it's just a towel.
But it's useful in that in the world of Hitchhiker's Galaxy is the most useful tool. It is almost like the sonic screwdriver to
always
Doctor
bring a
Who.
towel.
Yeah.
So that's either great or fucking not great at all.
Well,
We'll spin it.
And that's just not great. The one thing that hasn't changed is you two are still fighting each other.
Yes.
So I'd like to hear about that before we vote.
Well,
okay, go ahead,
at
good
least
boys.
we have a weapon now. I mean, at the very least, the baby sloth is going in one of those, you know, baby slings to free up Tessa's hands.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
You could fashion a sling out of the
Exactly.
towel. Yeah.
Or we could do a little, you know, the snap thing. the little,
Yeah, and that adds a little distance.
All right, I think it's almost
I
voting
mean,
time.
Okay. Well, now that I'm just cosplaying, I feel like I could take on some random dude. So I'm gonna forfeit and go.
Oh, you don't have to
Hey.
vote. That's perfect.
No,
You can't
I am.
forfeit.
I am, because that's me.
No, because I had a real vote.
What?
I had a vote.
I want to
and-
hear the vote.
Well, I'll tell you this. I also voted for Tessa. It's a guy in a towel.
Yeah, it's
a
just
guy in a suit.
When it becomes just a guy, then everyone's just
Plus
like,
you picked-
it's me. I
Plus
picked
you
a
add a towel to
guy.
this,
You
and it's
picked
like, come
bailiff
on.
Tessa, which
I
already
know.
has
Yeah.
the weapons, and towel, which is universally
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah.
So
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
if I had that, then
Well, then I guess it's all up to me. And in a fucking crazy turn of events. What? I picked Tessa's vote. Because like one punch and this guy's like, you ruined the top half of my costume? I have to go home? And that's it. That's the end.
That's it.
oh man.
Sorry.
I feel much vindication.
And what do you say? Round two?
Yeah.
Round two.
Let's do
Start
it.
it up.
Ready?
All right, that's me versus
Whoa,
you.
we're getting.
Is that why you wore the jacket today, just to rip it off?
We're taking.
I can't wait till round two starts.
That was worth it, yeah.
This bit is worth it.
All right, man. 3 character cards, 3 attribute cards, and then pick someone who I could definitely beat easily. Guests first, since this is my basement, which is why
appreciate
it smells like my farts.
I got Ripley.
Okay.
Damn. Who has majestic flaming antlers growing out of her head.
Okay.
Very interesting. Okay, so that's it. That's your whole fighter.
Nope. Is that?
Yeah, that's definitely it, because you pick one of each.
Damn
That's
it!
where the
Is
rules
that-
go. As far as rules go, those are the rules.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm half drunk.
Okay.
And 1/3 high.
That would explain the rest of the smells in the basement.
That's what's happening.
Okay. I have a Nigerian prince.
Oh, good.
Okay, all the riches that you could possibly imagine.
We got money.
Really good at grammatically incorrect emails.
Sure, sure.
Excellent.
Who just happens to be armed with dynamite. And that isn't like a misspelled thing in the email. That's a real thing. He has that.
Not afraid. It's
Okay.
frickin' Ripley. Ripley's fought off aliens whose blood is acid.
Right.
She's escaped explosions. She can make machinery out of anything. She'll fucking take it around. Plus, she's got majestic flaming antlers, so she'll be stylish while whooping that ass.
Let's go right back to fighting, okay? Hold this real quick, Ripley.
I will. Like that!
I wasn't expecting you to use the hands twice. All right,
Yeah.
it's time for a random
Knocked it out
attribute
so
card.
easily.
Hopefully something that's gonna help me immensely in this particular fight. Go ahead, guess first. Reiterate your entire character.
Not only do I have Ripley from all of the Aliens movie, she's riding a freaking Pegasus.
Oh,
Bam!
woke right up with the Pegasus.
Damn!
I may need to address the far stage right of the table
All right, what do
in this. There's a Nigerian prince. He's very savvy. He's not a great speller, but he's very internet savvy. Also happens to have a sonic screwdriver, though. And since I know so much about this, I'm gonna take a step back and let Tessa explain how I win this fight.
I don't think that's her job, but all right.
It's not her job, but because we're friends in a basement, hanging out, and friends help
that
each other.
works.
Tessa, you can jump in at any
I mean,
point.
a sonic screwdriver is pretty much an ultimate tool that the doctor uses. It just doesn't work on wood.
Hey, speaking of ultimate tools, right? If we gang up on this guy, right? That's how everyone, right? Oh, it's all right. Thank you.
But I don't like. It's just a good tool, but it can't defeat an actual person.
What about if I have the sonic screwdriver from like the infomercials back in the 90s? It's that sonic screwdriver. It just helps you around the house. So maybe I can give it to you as like a peace offering and then elbow or something.
That's your best.
That's really my only thing is punching you twice. That's what I have right now.
So you have punches.
I have punches and a distracting, helpful tool that
Ripley
I'll give
can
you
take
if
a
you want.
punch, man.
Pegasus.
I mean, and I'm not gonna be that near you, but Ripley's taking blows through all the movies, man.
I
She's
honestly
been blown
think I
up,
have
hit.
a pretty good chance. It's a time for judges.
I think we're voting for Ripley.
yeah.
Hey, it's not over yet.
It's just half, it's just a half a
seems
point
like
from
it.
each of us.
But
Yeah.
it's not.
So, it's up to me,
Yeah.
Ripley.
Yeah! Woo! I
I
told the
ask you-
sound guy, be quieter, I lied.
Could I ask you a question? Did I have any chance at any point?
No.
Okay. All right, I think it's time for the championship round, of which I'm not involved in. However, I'm very excited to see it. Go ahead and build your fighter. Let's flip a coin to see who goes first. Go ahead and go first.
Where's
Okay.
the coin? Mental coin.
Quantum
Got it.
coin.
All right. I have a witch.
I've heard of him.
Yep. All right. She's got all those things, spells and such. And this witch has a freaking time machine phone booth. I notice a pattern.
What do you got?
Well, we have pick a princess. We were gonna go with Leia, and then armed with holy grenades.
Oh.
Gonna work pretty good against a witch. I
Very
think.
interesting. How's this fight going down?
I tell you this, it's pretty one-sided. Your only power, because you have Princess Leia, who, let's be honest, as iconic as she is, has no power.
Zero power.
Has zero power.
Are we forgetting she's twins with Luke Skywalker and possesses the same power? I'm not using Leia like 19-year-old Leia. I'm using like Leia full-blown Jedi powers Leia.
Power seems to be holy grenades, which, yeah, whatever. Because I have a witch who has infinite amount of power because she can create whatever spells she wants, incantations, all sorts of things like that. And even if she wasn't sure she could beat it, she'd go back in time to whenever Princess Leia was. She could go to baby Princess Leia.
What year was that again?
It does not matter because she'll go to whatever year that Princess Leia ain't got no power, which means, bam, I've won this before it even happened.
I think you picked the wrong princess. I think that's your problem.
Well,
been my
is
point.
is it too late to pick another then?
No,
I mean,
you're,
literally, yeah.
you're done.
It's too late to pick another princess, but it's not too late to pick another attribute card, you guys.
Oh,
Flip over another
segue.
attribute card.
Total
see now.
Go ahead.
Crossover
And
F.
I'm really hoping this helps you out a lot, but by that
I
face,
think
that's not a we just
I think
won
it's obvious
face.
that it did.
Let know how you're supposed to.
Princess Leia, who has absolutely zero power,
yeah, except for some Jedi intuition, sees things coming.
but probably
Led a rebel organization for years
She's
and years
beloved.
at a young age. Yeah, she can barely do a thing.
You gotta fight.
Yeah.
Your sarcasm didn't ride because it was too close to the truth.
okay.
And she took an arrow in the knee.
Classic arrow to the knee doesn't help your situation.
Yeah.
If it was any other princess with any other power, maybe she'd be
It would have
okay.
helped. She literally can't take an arrow to the knee. I know that. So
Two arrows.
we have a witch
Yep.
who can time machine, and on top of that, power level is over 9,000.
Oh,
That's
man.
what that
It's
is.
a Vegeta reference.
That is that. What is that a reference to?
Dragon Ball
Fajita,
Z.
fajita references.
Vegeta.
Dragon Balls and fajitas. Dragon Balled you.
Okay, so what is a power level other than increased adrenaline, right?
Well,
What
I'm
gives
a
you
little
adrenaline
bit.
besides getting
So-
shot in the knee with an arrow?
You want to compare getting shot in the knee to
Absolutely.
arrow
To
to having a power level of
powerful witch?
over 9,000.
On a scale of what?
Of a witch.
He's a
Name
witch.
Any most powerful witch.
A witch,
Which is an
bitch.
Eastwood, which is a Beverly Place, any witch.
My landlord.
Your landlord, anybody, all of these witches.
The average power level of a human in Dragon Ball is 5, so
She's
that
not a
is
human,
pretty.
she's a witch.
Leia is a warrior.
No,
All right,
she's
she is
not.
on par with. She was like she can make plans and strategies.
Plans.
You gotta have somebody to make plans. You just have a bunch of witches roaming around.
Yeah, is the witch gonna defeat us with her tarot cards? She's gonna curse us later
Oh,
after
no.
she's
This
long
is-
been
You're
defeated.
thinking of a psychic.
Yeah,
That's a
these are,
psychic.
it's not.
Whatever witches do.
All right, guys.
Studied witches.
This is your last chance. Blow for blow. How does this fight go
The
down?
Shakespeare witches too. They've got cauldrons and all sorts of things. All of them, man. We got
Two
everything.
hands
Not
Stein.
every witch
I got.
here.
There's not any. There's limitless power with a witch. Plus, on top
body
of that,
strength.
limitless. It's times freaking
Yeah.
9,000.
For
It's
the
over
record,
9,000.
the Japanese translation is 8,000.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
not. That was in the American dub. It went up to
Nigerian
9,000.
prince wrote that
so
card.
you are sort of just bring it down just a notch.
Okay, so
All
let
right.
me
Well,
translate.
this says 9,000. I can only go on what's here.
So all of your powers are just slightly less extremely powerful.
I'm just saying, if I get an arrow to the knee, he's not getting an extra 1,000 power level.
That's fair. That's fair. It's an astute assumption. These are interesting. These are the holy hand grenades of Antioch. Okay, I'm guessing from the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. These hand grenades took out a rabbit with big pointy teeth. So
So,
Always.
what you're saying is your best argument so far is you can defeat an angry rabbit.
I like defeat better.
You
Can
can
we go
defeat
back
an
to
angry
defeat?
rabbit. You are Princess Leia. I could be Glinda the Good Witch and still beat you. this is.
boy.
You can be a sandwich.
Can we
and
say
still-
that?
Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to Skybound. Go ahead and go to superfightgame.com so you can do this in your basement with your friends. And we'll all see you next time. Nerds, right?
Yeah, nerds. Watch Nerdcore.